A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a quick throw here that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Trap 50, trap 50.
He'll look to throw. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Now a carry for Allen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush. And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He sets to fire deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd and long. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can only... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Viking 18.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 1. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. He'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Underneath to Allen. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Lions will take over. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. In motion, the tight end. They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. They'll drop to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flushed out right. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs from 8 yards out. And the Lions have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. He'll drop to throw. To Allen on the dump off. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 19-yard line. 74 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
Escapes the defender. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 3. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Trap 50, trap 50. 18, right here.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, that's to be careful.